Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very refreshing orange and peach spring water, very nice indeed. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we put a massive wall around the facility to make it a little bit more secure and got some of the other grants done, and obviously some buildings as well, like the infirmary, tattoo removal, parole, etc. So in this episode I really want to get to a point where we can get prisoners, which means, well, putting more walls in, more yard stuff, as well as looking at automation. So speaking of that, the automation side of it, it's going to cost quite a bit of money, so let's see how much we actually have left by the time we've done a lot of it. First things first, we're going to go for this security room here, over to our objects, and then straight in. We need probably a desk in here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where to put this thing. I mean, we can probably just put that there, and maybe a filing cabinet over there, probably a chair just behind it, and maybe a couple down here, because obviously this is where we'll potentially be able to have a chat with prisoners that can be escorted in. However, the way to it, we do need to connect up with some automatic door stuff. So let's go over to walls and doors, and then doors, and we're going to use this remote door here, and I guess we'll place one in there, one there, one there, one there, and then, yeah, we're going to spend a lot of money. And there we go. So there's just that one in, which is, yeah, ridiculously expensive. While we're also working on that, I do want to bring in some electrical cable into this area. It does mean probably running the cable directly down, or actually, can I run it across here? Would that work? Probably running it down there would function. Let's just see how we get on, although because of the doors it may also prove problematic. What also is going to prove problematic is that these are remote doors. It says will not open without door servos. Luckily they do automatically open up when there's nobody in the facility, so we don't have to worry too much about people getting locked in. There's going to be a bit of a problem here, because I don't think I'll be able to place the door servos exactly where I would want them. I guess that will have to go in there, that one will have to go in there, and then one in there. Yeah, it's a lot of door servos for not a huge amount of functionality, but let's just see if this is nice and secure afterwards. 47 grand in the kitty, minus 750 per day, but obviously we also need to get a lot more staffing as well. We have 2 guards on staff, we have 2 doctors. I'm not firing them because, well, basically I think it would be, we'd end up losing more money in the long term. Speaking of money, I do want to pick up another grant, and that's the recycling initiative, because we do have some recycling starting to come here, and it means that we can sort of ship that off essentially, and yeah, get that pretty much sorted. I want to also go to our utilities and door control system and build another 1, 2 of them at least. Also a phone tap would be, I think, quite beneficial, which I'll put in. I mean, it doesn't really matter exactly where, but maybe there should be perfectly fine. And the reason I want to add extra door control systems is this first one here. This is going to connect up to this main hub here. Then we'll have another 3, so 1, 2, 3, which will then connect up to each individual cell block. So that's why I've built another couple there. I don't think we need the second one just yet, but that one we can connect up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one I haven't actually built the door servo, so let me go ahead and place that in like so, and that should make this fully remote. Problem being that that hasn't got a door in it. Let me sort that out. Remote doors, there we go. Yeah, we also have to do the same thing up the top, but yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to brick it off, but I'm saying I'm probably going to brick it off. Over to our walls and doors, and then to the fence here, and this fence is going to run around like this, and obviously this is going to be connecting the yard, well, securing the yard basically, and then a concrete wall to go right across here. This is going to be like a, well, it's not the protective custody area per se, but it's going to be for the ex-gang member protection thing. I would like to build the foundation, but it would also cost me actually only about 12 grand, so it's not too much, but I think we'll wait for now. In terms of the doors, we've got a door here and a door here that, well, we will have a door here. Currently, we haven't marked them for remote access. They're just a standard jail door. That's not necessarily a problem. But it may be changed later on. There's been a big clunk somewhere, and I think that is over on the left-hand side there. Let me just go to connections. So the second one here, which is going to then connect up to there. So we've got, how many connections do we have? I think it does tell us. It is a total number of connections of 8, but we'll obviously have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on that one. I also do want some pressure plates, so we'll see how we get on. There also needs to be some doors around here, but for now what I'm going to do is go for, actually I'll probably just put all the fencing in because, well, it's relatively cheap, the fencing. So fencing down there, fence along here, and obviously we're spending a bit of money, but it's not like a huge amount, and we also have a reasonable amount spare as well. We can get one more grant, I think, done easily just by getting some guards. This one's a bit of a weird design, this one. Let me go ahead and place in the concrete wall along here. You know what, I might as well place the concrete walls along here as well. And that should secure most of this. And it'll be not the final building, but it'll be getting close. Similar for this one. And obviously some of this doesn't even have, we don't even have access to it. So we will have to place some temporary doors in like we have got in and around here. In fact, that door there, I can now dismantle that door and put the wall in properly, I think. Yeah, probably time to do that. But a lot of the workers are cracking on building the wall. So we need to get, for the next grant, max sec infrastructure, we need to get more security, which is easily enough done. We need to reform, and we need to do the ex-gang member protection program. When it comes to getting gang members in here, need also some lighting in there, which I am probably able to do that. Yeah, so talking about the gang members, this is supposed to be red, green, blue, or some combination of. That's what we will have eventually. For now, we'll just have to have a mix in here once we've built the other stuff, because I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to build the full thing and then get prisoners. We are going to get some prisoners sooner rather than later. Okay, so I need to think about potentially then. Do I have? There's another page in game. Do I have a door in here? Large jail door. Do I put a large jail door there and then just lock them open? That's probably what we'll end up doing. Let me just place that there, and I'll put these in like so. And also, while we're at it, because we do need it, metal detectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need anything there because they can't move over. Let's just check our deployment. These have no access as we expected. I guess we'll put a temporary door in there, just a standard door like so. And now that that's done, I can brick that up as well. And once I've built the stuff, we should be getting there. So the general rule is that all of the guard access stuff is going to be remote doors, all of this. These, not so much. They can be, because they're just going to be standard open anyway. We're locking these open. The whole point is that they're there just so if we want to use a lockdown, that we can do that. These ones I'm not going to close just yet. I'm not going to lock open. But from this point forward, it's all remote access. These will just be standard visitor doors and stuff. That's totally fine. But where the prisoners can go in like that, we definitely want a metal detector there for sure. Yeah, we definitely want a sort of remote access door thing. How is power? Power's running about mid. We certainly are going to need at least one more power station. Probably more than one. Let me just go here. Doors, visitor door. The thing is, putting visitor doors in here, all that's going to happen... Oh no, it doesn't matter, we've blocked it off here. I was going to say they're going to go through this door and then through that, but we've already blocked that off. I don't yet know what we're going to have around this area. Around here and down here. Obviously we've got lots of stuff missing, but we'll come to that later on. Just not entirely sure what we're going to have yet. We also haven't got things like cage gates and the fight club, but that's all extra stuff that we can run later on. Over to staff only. I want to change that to staff only, that to staff only. That's all fine. This is currently not done because these need to be built. So we're going to go for walls and doors, remote door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, lots of money. And also lots of connections. I think we're going to have to go for door servo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 200 apiece. Only. Yeah, and that's still not powered up in there. Okay, we'll have to run it one more to there. Okay, the big clunks as they're putting all these in. Obviously, some of these here, like that one, the bottom one, and the ones here should be on the other door servo. So we'll connect that up. So connections, that one, that, and this is the first time I've used the door servos to this extreme. We've not done it before. Over to staff and guards. There's 20 guards. That's give us 25 grand advance payment. We've got advanced protection. 10 grand advance payment, and also staff protection is paramount when dealing with organised gangs. We need to make sure our staff are trained to the highest level. Train 20 guards in disarming certification. So we'll check that, and it is led by a chief in a classroom. Good. Don't have a classroom. Okay, so we'll sort that out. And is there anything else we can get in the meantime? I think advanced protection is probably the one to pick up. So we've got that. We have enough for the kitchen and canteen. No, we don't have enough stuff in the kitchen and canteen. Let me resolve that. There. 1, 2, 3. That should be fine. Those will connect up. A lot of these don't have power. This is one of the issues with running power outside, is that you do actually physically need to connect it up. So that's going to go across to there. Yeah. And then, oh no, I'll have to go under there. Hang on, no, it might just go adjacent. Let's try that. We'll see what it does, and then I'll move the rest. I'll put the other connections in. So that's fine. In the yard, we don't have nowhere near the stuff we need in here. So we've got things like the weight benches. So I'll put some. Oh, actually, we've got bleachers and things like that as well. So I mean, I can put some bleachers in either side. So there and there. Means that one is slightly off. Do you want to put it right across from it? Yeah, that's fine. And then weights bench. So 1, 2. There's a weight bench. You've got dumbbell racks, which improves the gymnasium's grade, improves the yard's grade as well. I'm only going to do this side because this is going to be copied down the bottom as well. So do we even need all of this? Probably not. There's other things like punching bags and stuff, and training dummies, boom boxes, metal stools. Yeah, we'll get onto that at some point, I'm sure. Or not. So, looks like that power is in, which is good. Just going to run that like so. That means we've got automated stuff there, automated stuff there. Haven't yet done the pressure pads. I want to see how it goes before we do anything else, really. So, why can't I place this as staff only? There's some bit missing. Is it? I bet it's that one there. It will be that door there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in a jail door there. And I'll see if that allows us to secure the rest of this thing. Because it's secure there, it's secure in these corners, secure there, and then that should be set to staff only. Whether or not that is actually what's going to happen is debatable. But, as you can see, we're now able to set these areas as staff only, which is exactly what we should be able to do. We'll have to do the top as well, which we won't bother. There's no point in doing this top bit just yet because, well, they can get access around the back. It doesn't achieve them anything. The prisoners, I mean. So, what else do we need? We haven't got a training room. A area for the guards to learn, and in fact for the inmates as well. So it'll be £9 to do that. So we'll put that in there. We'll go for demolish walls. That 15 grand remaining. We can take a loan, and we can start to sell. I believe. No, we can't sell shares. We need at least 20 prisoners, but we can get a loan. So I'm not too worried about that. No power to the phone tap. Now we've got power to the phone tap. It also generally helps if we connect it up. There's 8 connected. Alright. So, we can have in here, perhaps. I think here is going to be our classroom. There's a classroom. We'll have to have remote access to it, because it is accessible by the... Yeah, it's accessible by the inmates. Just going to run this... I need to connect this up, don't I? I don't think a standard water pipe would reach, so I'm going to bring a pipe down to there. Then in like that. That should do that for the most part, I think. Classroom. Let's put in a... I don't think we need a visitor door. I think it could just be a staff door. A staff door would probably be sufficient. Do I want to put one in? I'll put one in there. And then remote door. Again, because this is a big remote door thing. That remote door, what am I going to connect it to? Oh, yeah, we've already discussed it's going to be on that one. Because this is the main body of the facility. Yeah, because there's this much automation and remote door stuff, I'm sure some of it's wrong, and we will be going back to change things naturally. So, please bear that in mind. And they're not getting to that. Oh no, they are. They're coming along. And that is now connected up. Right, so we've got a classroom just to furnish it. Blackboard improves the classroom's grade. Don't know if we need to improve the grade, but that's going to go in there. And skill desks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18. You can have a maximum of 20. That'll do us quite nicely. So, once that's built, we can start to run a staff program of disarming certification. I'm going to start that. It's only 4 places though, so I'm going to start running more of that. It's 100 per session. So, it's when things get tough, we get tougher. Train your guards. Advanced techniques to disarm your prisoners. Led by chief in a classroom. Session length 1 hour. Each guard requires a school desk for guards only. Students sit. Practical staff only. Can say it's for staff only, but also for guards only. Yeah, they're pretty much classed as staff. Can be outside work hours, and it's an intermediate session. Okay, I think just one more little addition here. 1, 2. Power's already in. And we need a couple more staff. And I think... Yep, that's good. I think we're about there. Access only. That's accessible by everybody. This is all access only. There's got metal detectors. I think apart from this door here, we're there. Yep. I think we're about there. So, what I'm going to do is have a remote door, 2 sets over there, and a large jail door there. That'll be locked open, but it's only there for like added security if things go wrong. And door servo. And I think intake, max sec, fill capacity. Intake arrival is at 8 o'clock. I can change it to now, but I will keep it at default. Remove intake restrictions. No. We could get super max. Oh no, we could get a legendary prisoner if we wanted to. That's not happening. That'll do us. That'll do us. Right. Connections. That one. One there. One there. That gets locked open. For better or worse, we're ready to go. We have... Let's have a checklist, rooms-wise. Cells. We have solitary. Almost more solitary than we have cells. It says 2 canteens. What? So I'll click on that, and if you hold your mouse, it should highlight where these canteens are. Where these 2... Oh, we've got a staff canteen. Of course we have. My mistake. Kitchen 1 of. Shower no, but they're all in each individual cells. We have yards, yes. We have delivery and storage, no workshop security. We've got 1 over there. We should have another one up the top, but it's much of a muchness. Got other stuff going on, offices, infirmaries, etc. I think it was the psychologist. Let me double check. We can have more than one psychologist, can't we? Yes, we can. So that's probably going to go in there. But for now, it would be programs for prisoners. Parole hearing, not going to fire up yet. Gang rehabilitation is run by a psychologist. You will not go to that room, of course. Office, remove that. It requires an office. There, the psychologist has decided to go over there. And this can be for our lawyer when we eventually get one anywhere. Also, this room doesn't have any purpose yet. Just double checking needs. Staff needs are fulfilled, which is good. Right. For good or worse, we are getting 18 prisoners in about an hour and a half. 5.5 hours, should I say. Don't know where an hour and a half come from. Double checking our deployment. I think staff only set to where it needs to be set. Patrols, we don't have any. I haven't assigned any patrols. We don't need any patrols. But I do want some armed guards. Can only afford 1. Cool. We get minus 3,490 generic units of currency per day. Let's see what happens. We're going to get these 18 prisoners, which is 18 grand, which will probably still keep us on negative cash flow, which means we probably want to start to build these cells sooner rather than later. However, because of their size and their grading, because if we check the grading now, these are grading 1 of 5 apparently. Very low. That's a level 5 common room though, which is good. And that canteen's garbage. Yeah, we've put the grading stuff in. But it's there's only 1 canteen, so it's not as if we're allowing prisoners to access a better canteen or making it so that if they behave better, they can get a better canteen access. There's only 1 canteen, so the grading actually doesn't really matter. But we might have to end up turning it off anyway because of our policy. Everything in the policy is set to medium. We've got nutritional policy default, parole cutoff default, visitation policy default. Cell quality ratings are on. We might have to turn that off based on what happens and what type of prisoners we get. Staff keys, we're not giving them anything. And we'll check out in the next episode our where is it? Our regime, because at the moment it's just default. So we'll leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, prisoners. This could be interesting. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.